Alright, what's up everybody? This is Sydney and I'm here with
Kodai.
and welcome to the 29th episode of the Hafu Show. How you doing today?
I'm doing good, man. Just watched that stupid thing that we're about to talk about and
Yeah,
wasted my time.
yeah, trust me, you ain't the only one. Last I saw, about 20,000 people did. Alright, so
Yeah.
yeah, we're about to have a civil discourse on ELDEN Ring accessibility. Civil, we, me and Kodai are upstanding, fine young citizens. And we totally won't be throwing insults whatsoever. So, well, I guess before we continue, we might as well talk about our thoughts on Elden Ring real quick. So, how'd you feel about? You played it, right?
Yeah.
All right. How far are you in? Out of curiosity.
I just got to Stormvale Castle. I'm not very far.
Oh, okay.
I've just been kind of wandering around the world, just kind of exploring.
Yeah, I can't really blame you too much. I put in about, excuse me, 30 something hours in, and I fucking been mainly just exploring too.
It's
I just got
it's
done with Rhea Lucerita at the academy.
oh, okay. Yeah, I've just been mainly doing like those small side dungeons. The weirdest thing I've fought so far was a cat
The
statue.
the watchdog.
Yeah, that's a what? Oh,
Yeah, it's
I just kept
no
looking at him
no.
like that's a cat.
Trust me. Every time I fought one, I thought that's a goddamn cat. I was playing it while May was watching. She said that's a fucking cat. So I don't know why the fuck the name of it was like I forget what it was like Catacomb Watchdog or something like that.
Yeah, but it was at first when I fought it, I was like, is it broken? Because like the movement is so robotic. So I'm like, did they not fully animate the thing? Like, was this like rough? And then I'm like, oh no, this is intended to just be kind of what's it called, statuesque. And I was like, all right.
Yeah. Well, get used to those because they're gonna fight that at just about every single catacomb.
I've heard that I'll be fighting a shitload of watchdogs and a lot of tree spirits.
Yeah, tree spirits. I think they pretty much have those at every minor Erd tree.
Yeah, so I was
Watchdog. They just about have those at every single catacomb.
okay.
Like I think I fought like 5 of them now at this point.
I just fucking hate the goblins.
Oh, the gargoyles.
Yeah. Well, no, it's like legit goblins. I think it was in one of the catacombs that I went into.
Oh,
There's like legit goblins running around,
like
and
the ones with like the little tiny sights, right?
yeah.
Made out of stone. No, those are gargoyles.
Oh,
Gargoyles.
well, they just keep
Yeah.
fucking hopping out the corners and shit
Yeah.
like that. So it kind of freaks me out.
You gotta be hyper vigilant.
Yeah.
Cause a couple of times I ended up it's one of those enemies that you should never kill you after a while, but if you're not paying attention, it will.
Yeah.
It fucked me up.
And it doesn't help that each room you go into has like three of them or three or four of them just kind
Yeah.
of like hanging out in the corner. So whenever you're dodging away from one, the other one's just gonna pop out from behind like surprise, motherfucker.
Yeah, you're just walking down. Where the fuck you come from?
Yeah.
But
But so far, I've been doing a samurai. I'm enjoying it a lot.
yep.
I like the flaming arrows. It's kind of made things a little more easier to deal with. Like whenever I cleared an encampment, I was able to pick off the majority of the dogs and foot guards.
Alright. I after a while I just ran out of arrows and I was like, man, I can't be bothered to make more.
I
I'm also running the samurai build.
have to
Oh,
represent my people.
I didn't. After a while, I just got tired of running a full-on strength build. So I just said, you know what, screw this. I'll go samurai and go from there.
Okay.
And I've already respec them twice.
Nice.
First time I went full on dexterity. For those that aren't in the know, I guess. That went. I started putting some points in magic and went damn near full on. Or sorry, not magic, intelligence. And now I'm just going for bleed build, see which one I enjoy the most.
I know samurais they just naturally incur bleed after a while. The katana
Their
does.
starting weapon does the Uchi
Yeah.
katana.
Yeah.
And even like the boon veil is like 50%. It'll incur like 50 bleed.
Okay.
But like you can find an art of war that's called like bloody slash that will incur, that'll give them shitloads of bleed.
I'm trying to find the seppuku one. Yeah.
I haven't found that one yet.
I just know that you can seppuku and use blood magic on your katana.
Yeah. Then you're most likely trying to build dexterity katana then.
Yeah. Right now I'm putting the points in vigor and dex.
Okay.
Because the samurai starts out with good stamina or good endurance, so I was like, I think I could survive off this for a bit. I just want to get my health up so I could trade blows a little easier.
Yeah. Well, abuse the shit out of your unsheathed too.
Okay.
If you time it just right, shitloads of damage.
Nice. I'll have to keep that in mind.
Yeah. But anyways, as you can see, we're both enjoying the game quite a bit.
Yeah, and we'll get into why we're enjoying the game after we start complaining about other people's complaints.
So we started watching we found like an hour-long video by a fellow named Steve Saylor, I believe his name is. Blind Gamer Steve is another one of his channels.
Mm-hmm.
And this dude's an idiot. And there's no other words. He's stupid. But I can't call him that. He's blind.
Legally blind, so...
possibly legally blind.
So I'm pretty sure he can see just straight ahead of him, because I was like...
Well, it's kind of hard to play a game if you're blind.
Yeah.
And he's like, obviously, I think he's a writer, so unless he's got some guy that's just willing to dictate everything he says, I highly doubt that he's like full on looking into the void blind.
Yeah, I think it's he can see straight ahead, but no peripheral vision or anything like that.
Yeah. So how should we go about this video? Should I share screen and go from there, or what?
You don't have to. I think we just play it and...
Well, when I say share screen, I mean, should I play it for the what's called for the podcast and like have the audio bleed over? Well, I guess by default it is.
You can just have the audio bleed over.
Okay, all right. Here, all right. Let me know when you're good to go, and we can do it.
I'm good.
All right. If you guys want to watch along at home,
we'll link it in the description.
Yeah, I mean, I got the title in there too, so look that up for now. After the stream, I'll put the link in the description.
All right.
But anyways, here we go. And we're also at 16:26 right now.
That being said, of course, and I know that we both like. I appreciate what's there. I love.
Man, he stutters more than Eminem.
Of it. Is this an accessibility nightmare as well?
Yes.
For other disabilities? 1,000%.
It's awful.
It's really...
Oh, well, I guess we better describe...
we should probably talk about the other guy, too.
We should probably explain the reason why there sounds like an alien talking.
Just so it doesn't sound like he's talking to, like, a voice of himself.
Yeah. Alright, so we got a fat blonde guy who's blind. And then we got a tiny dude in what looks like a wheelchair who...
Possibly has cerebral palsy.
Yeah, it looks like cerebral palsy. He's the one with the...
He's got the
as mean
voice...
as it sounds, He's got like the alien voice.
He's got the higher pitch voice.
Yeah, we'll go with that. He's got the higher pitch voice. We have no issue with the guy with cerebral palsy, by the way. So we're not picking on him. We're only picking on the blind guy.
And I will say, because I don't think it's mentioned before 16 minutes. So the guy with the cerebral palsy, he actually loves all the From Software games. So his criticisms I took to heart. I was like, all right, they're valid. The Steve here, the legally blind guy, this I think was his first foray into Souls. So, you know, like every other game journalist who sucks at Souls, he's gonna complain about difficulty.
Yeah. Well, he actually he is trying to. He's not complaining about difficulty.
He argued against easy mode, but it's mainly like accessibility settings, like
basically,
you know,
let's
subtitle
make this game
size
easier without calling it easier.
Yeah, like subtitle size, add prompts for when you're gonna get attacked from behind, map markers, because you know we're so spoiled with modern day Ubisoft shit where they just litter your screen with garbage that you know you can't even see majority of the game because it's taken up by text and tells you every little area to fucking go to. So that's what he wants in Elden Ring, when in Elden Ring's case, you know, it's a game, it's an open world game. It's about exploring the world. It's not just going point A to point B. It's like a no shit adventure.
Yep.
You don't got map markers in real life. You have a point on the map you go to, and you find a way to get to that point.
Man, I think you're just spoiling the entire video, you bastard.
Anyways.
Yeah. But, yeah. Let me go. But shit, I lost my mouse for a second. And before we continue, I probably should. Steve is the blind guy. Grant is the possible cerebral palsy guy. We're saying possible because we don't know. I won't lie. I watched about 45 minutes of the video before I had to press stop because I wanted to punch both of them. No offense, Grant. Other guy, full offense. You won't even see it coming. Oh, wait a minute. Is that a step too far? Sorry.
Really, it is so. Like, it is bad. It is like, it doesn't. And here's just a small laundry list of the things that it doesn't have. No menu narration. The text size is pretty small. The text, the font choice in and of itself is also very difficult to be able to read. All
right, I'm gonna stop there because I'm not gonna mention anything about text narration because I only ever seen one game have it, and it scares me every time I turn the game on. Like, I know Far Cry 6 had it.
It has that, like, press X to start. I'm just like, who the fuck said that?
Like, it's by default, too, so, like, before it even has, like, the, you know, like you said, press X to start, when that screen pops up, regardless of whether or not you have it on in the options, it always says it for some reason.
Yeah.
So, you turn on Far Cry 6. Press start, or press X start. What the fuck was that? Oh, that's the fucking game. Like, I'm used to it, well, not so much now. I haven't played that game in since it came out. But after the first 2 times I turned it on, I finally got used to it.
Yeah.
But anyways, I'm not alright, so wait, before we continue, let's go ahead and talk about our disabilities. I probably don't have any. Kodai, how about you?
If I don't have my glasses on, everything's blurry.
Okay, so you're blind.
And then I have cognitive disability.
Here, what the fuck? Wait, hold up. All right, you can't throw that curveball at me. I never heard about this.
That's what ADHD is. It's considered a cognitive disability.
I thought it was if I clap in front of you, you start getting, like, your attention is lost.
ADHD is literally the loss of any cognitive attention. So, you know, people with ADHD tend to overthink. They get easily distracted. They can't usually sit still. They can't focus on a task for more than 5 minutes without doing something else. Fuck, I had skated by in college because I kept getting distracted with shit when I was looking up stuff on for like research papers. I'd see something, I'm like, oh, what's that? And, I've nearly missed a bunch of deadlines because of it. It is a cognitive disability.
Alright, well, look, fucker, now you're just describing me, so now you're questioning half my life choices.
So I am, under the Americans with Disabilities Act, I am classified a person with disability.
Here, let me tell you how blind Kodai is, though, before we continue with ADHD talk. I borrowed Kodai's glasses just so I could see how blind it is. I took them off. Kodai, how are you still alive? How have you not walked in front of a car on accident yet? One time I saw him without his fucking glasses. I said, hey, Kodai, how many fingers am I holding up? He said 1. I said, no, you dumbass, that's my cock.
But then again, to be fair with the car thing, I have been hit by a car. And then, usually whenever we're walking around, you usually stop me from walking into the road.
Well, now since you mentioned the whole ADHD thing, that's probably not because you're blind. It's probably because you're not even paying attention in the first place.
Yeah.
Alright, so, as you can tell, Kodai drew the short straw in life. First he can't see, then he has dinglings in front of his face. Yeah, moving on. Oh, so, regardless, what I was getting to that is, so since I'm not blind, and I'm not gonna lie, I usually sit pretty close to my computer monitor. I can't really talk much about the text size, but with the font itself, I never once looked at it and thought, goddamn, this is actually kind of hard to fucking read, ain't it?
So, if he sees the way I see without glasses, and he has glasses, I can understand the font. Because, it is a little small. So if I took my glasses off, I wouldn't be able to read it without, being straight up on my monitor.
Well, yeah, that's kind of what happens when you're, drunk vision.
So,
I don't know what else to call it.
So if his eyes are as bad as mine are without my glasses, and he's getting help with the glasses, then I can see some validity in, text size and stuff, but that's about it.
Moving on.
Contrast is also difficult to read. There's no subtitle background. There's no way to be able to increase the size of the subtitles. There's no visual indicators for any enemy that's attacking you from behind or from the side.
All right. So there's no visual indicator for enemies attacking you from behind or from the side. That's the fucking point, jackass. I can see the shit, and even I don't get visual. I'm not like, oh, fuck yeah, 20/20 vision. I can see the goddamn attack coming because of a visual indicator that blind people can't see. And about to slip up there.
And for the most part, in Souls games, most enemies have a large wind-up, so you should be able to automatically tell, oh, I need to back up.
They kind of tried to, I don't want to say they tried to make it realistic, because, in what world are there going to be trolls and gargoyles running around? But, in a situation where you're fighting a troll or a gargoyle, you're probably not going to just charge headlong and start swinging for the fences. You're probably going to watch. Yeah. It's like an MMA match. You're going to try to feel your opponent out, try to get their patterns down, and then start striking. Come up with a plan.
Or you could just use ranged attacks.
Or, well, he eventually talks about it. He went from being a samurai to, I think he said...
Astrologist.
Astrologist, sorry. I don't know why I was about to call it an oracle.
There is also no navigational assistance. There
is.
Don't need it.
Compass.
You don't need a navigational assistance in a game like this.
All you gotta do. Alright. Look up. Look top of the screen. It says north. That's north. It's not gonna be like, nah, it's just fucking kid. That's actually south.
Right. It's not gonna try and purposely fuck with you like that. Which I wouldn't put it past Miyazaki to put in a joke like that. But
in Elden Ring 2, all of a sudden you gotta worry about the polarities.
Right.
All of a sudden the mag just changes and south is actually north.
In Elden Ring 2, you have to worry about the sun's direction because the compass no longer works.
is the way that they describe items in the game, cognitively does not make any sense.
All right, so that one I actually got kind of confused of when he was saying, what's it called?
Describe.
Yeah, I'm assuming when you say cognitively, like just looking at the item and immediately knowing what it's supposed to do.
A sword a sword looks like a sword. A knife looks like a knife. A shield looks like a shield. I don't know what you need to read about this item. It literally is, this slashes shit. This blocks shit.
I'm assuming he's gonna look at the picture and nothing fucking else. Because,
Unless...
like, even if I grab a new item and I can't tell what it is just looking at, oh, well, why don't I open my fucking item pouch or my inventory? Oh, it does this, this, and this. Oh, okay, cool. And you also get a little bit of lore at times.
Mm-hmm.
So, I don't really understand what the issue is.
Yeah.
If you don't know what it is, read it.
Yeah.
You're a fucking writer. What do you want people to read your shit?
Just Google it.
Well,
I know he gets into that
too.
He gets into notebooks and shit.
Yeah. Right.
The fact that you can skip the tutorial completely by accident because it doesn't take you through the tutorial by default is that's also something that you can completely miss.
To be fair,
yeah.
I'm guessing From Software's thing is, they're very big on, we're not going to hold your hand through the game. You have to figure it out. And for the most part, this isn't, and I could be wrong, but for the majority of the people who play, this isn't their first Souls or Soulsborne game.
Actually, with as much as it's sold, I think it might actually be.
It may be, yeah. Game. So maybe they could have just kind of added like a diamond that says tutorial, or instead of just running out the fucking door, you can just look around the room you're in.
Yeah, well, honestly, they kind of encourage you to like, they don't want to fucking just say, hey, here's a tutorial. They kind of encourage you to initiate it because there's that one old dude sitting there. And
he's looking down in the cliff.
Jump in this hole. Be a warrior.
And you get your first sight of grace. And you go through the thingy, and it gives you all these prompts that tell you how to play the game.
Yep. Let's see. Oh, sorry. I don't know. I was just looking dead at my notes instead of pressing play.
The fact that also the first boss that you even come across is someone that is technically, as you said, Grant, to me earlier, it's an end game boss, and that's in the first opening area that you, as a new player, you have no idea if you are actually going to be able to defeat that boss, or if it's something that you just have to go through first in order to be able to get to the access to more of the open world.
All right. As Kodai just said, he made a picture. Let me try to get it up here real quick.
You know how I know what this boss is going to do? Because I didn't just dive up his ass. I stared at him.
All right,
for a minute.
So we're assuming that he's talking about the tree sentinel right at the beginning. He's just a random boss, for those who haven't played the game. He's just a random boss out in the middle of the wild that just goes back and forth right when you start off the game.
Yeah.
And he just, like, that's all he does. If he sees you, he'll attack you. But you know what the easiest thing to do is? Not be fucking seen.
They got bushes for a reason.
They got bushes for a reason. In this particular picture, you can see his back is turned on the red path that Kodai drew.
Mm-hmm.
So it's really not that fucking difficult.
It's perfect, because I've told you exactly where he stopped, so you have a good minute to get behind him.
Yeah.
And whenever you go around, you'll fight some birds or some fucking demon bat-looking things, and then you just go about your day. You don't have to start a fight with him.
Honestly, throughout my time playing this game, I don't think I ever once accidentally initiated a fight with him.
I started a fight on purpose on horseback to see what I can do.
That's what I mean. Like, I don't think I've ever once was like, oh god, I hope he doesn't see me. Shit.
Yeah.
It was like, all right, well, he's going in that direction. I'm just gonna go in this direction.
If you've played any Metal Gear game with stealth, you gotta commit.
Yeah.
You can't get cold feet when you're trying to get behind someone. You gotta just go for it.
Man. And number 2, this motherfucker is not an endgame boss. Although he did say it was Grant that told him this. Grant, he is not an end. You played more of the game. You should know.
I guess it's just the difficulty because not everyone's vigor would be too high, and he hits hard. But you just gotta level a little bit, and then you can kill.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's not like you don't have to level to the point you would with an end game boss.
Yeah, it's more like just
when I was about level 20, or when I was about level 20, level 30, something like that. Granted, I've seen people fucking kill him at level 10.
I've seen trolls or giants in the beginning area. Yeah. So like right as you enter Limgrave, if you go directly to your left and go on the beach, there's a giant that walks that path.
Yeah.
That shit scared the fuck out of me when I first saw it. I'm like, oh, fuck. You know what I did? I hid in a bush. He walked on, and I went on the beach, and I got killed by a warrior holding a giant-ass sword.
Man, if only open world game like this, you could actually use the open world.
Yeah.
Alright, well, I'm going to get back to the normal stream video here.
And fuck, Miyazaki even, I think he came out recently saying like he doesn't want people to... His advice is, I want people to relax and play this. Don't be afraid of death, in this. Just enjoy the trial and error of the combat. Because, I mean, sure, Miyazaki may be a fucking sadist in some cases, but, he also is like, I want my fans to, like, legit have fun playing this thing. It's like, we're not going to make it easy as shit, because it's not fun.
Yeah.
It's boring as fuck, because it's just like, you're steamrolling through everything, just like, well, shit, alright, that was that game, and then it doesn't leave an impression. At least this game, you leave, and you're just like, fuck, that was a challenge.
I think there's only one game I enjoy steamrolling everything through, and that's fucking Dynasty Warriors.
Yeah.
And that's just because the Dynasty Warriors just fucking takes it to a whole nother level. Right here. By the end of this every single battle you do, guess what? You're going to have over 1,000 kills. Alright, I can get behind this. I'm fucking walking apocalypse. Hold on, I'm going to move my mic. Oh, that did not work like I hoped. Alright, there we go. Alright, I'm going to press play.
There is no... The pairing system can be finicky as well.
All right, I'm not gonna lie. Since I'm using 2 katanas, I don't even get a block button, so that might actually legitimately be valid.
Yeah, I've noticed that the parry system is a little finicky, but it's not insanely difficult. It's like this entire game, it's all about timing. So, the parry works. It's just if your reflexes are not as fast or something, you know, you're gonna get fucking hit. But kind of make it a rule to roll. I don't even care to parry. I do like when you parry and you do that cool upper slash though. That does some high damage. But
even when I was using a single katana, there was no point in me attempting to block anything. A katana is not designed to block shit.
It's meant to cut through shit.
Yeah. That's why I just started using unsheath. Felt like damn Satoichi with it.
The dodge mechanic is okay, but can also be improved. There's no other options in the game. There actually is also an auto aim option, which really helps a lot when it comes to magic builds, because you can actually auto target without having to aim pretty much everything. You just have to be in the vicinity of that spell or that arrow or that bow and arrow to be able to hit your target. But it will automatically hit, which is pretty much like 95% of the time. It will hit that enemy that you're targeting it towards, including the ability to be able to target back and forth. So, but also again,
don't use the auto aim option, so because I got no fucking, I only got melee weapons.
Yeah, with arrows it's useful, but I mean, even then I don't really use it. I just kind of go in with my sword. If I'm clearing out like a bunch of ads and shit, then yeah, I'll use my bow and arrow. It's nice. I don't have to really work at anything, so in that aspect, it's because that's the easiest thing in the game is just shooting shit. That's why magic is fucking overpowered as fuck.
Well, yeah,
you don't need to aim.
Fuck away.
You just need to stay a good distance away, and if they close the gap, roll away.
Camera also gets in the way, and sometimes that auto target can switch to an enemy by
the
you can switch to the enemy by.
Does suck.
I've actually never had much of an issue. The only time I ever had an issue with the camera fucking me is if I got cornered on and like up against the wall or something.
If I'm up against the wall, then yeah, the camera gets stuck on the wall and just like I can't see shit. Yeah. But you know, that's more my fault for allowing myself to get pinned to a wall.
Yeah.
You know what I did? I died. I went back to the last site of grace. I picked up my runes and I didn't make that mistake again.
Yeah. So that's usually what I ended up doing. If I died, just make a beeline straight to the thing, hope I don't get killed, grab it, and run away.
For real.
Run away, get back to the site of grace, and reset everything so you know they're not just immediately aggro with me.
Yeah.
By accident, and what you're trying to be able to hit, if there's multiple enemies around you, can also can be an issue in and of itself. There is the map.
I've never had that issue. Like if I killed something, and yeah, I got the what's called lock on thing on, it'll just go to the nearest enemy. So I've never really had an issue with that. But then again, I'm playing a melee class, so maybe he's got some grand strategy where he's gonna kill the thing closest to him, and instead of killing the next closest thing to him, he's gonna go and kill something fucking halfway across goddamn Limgrave and kill that with magic.
Yeah.
Is a mess. You have no idea where the heck you're supposed to go.
Man, goddamn. If only, man, they give you a map, but why don't they a big ass road to explore? But why the fuck would I do that? I'd rather just go straight to the end.
I think that's the problem with a lot of people who do like game journalism. You know, they've gotten so used to being spoiled with like, this is how to get to this place. Auto drive functions in most Far Cry games now. You got, what's it called? Map markers detailing every little thing straight up to like where the enemy's asshole is.
Hey, you know the secret collectibles that you can find? Guess what? We will tell you exactly where the secret collectibles are.
So, whenever people complain about not knowing where to go, it's like you're playing an open world game, but you want to play it in like the most linear way possible. That's the way to do it.
Let's be honest. All right, so this is an open world game in the same way Grand Theft Auto is. That gets sucked off by everybody. Same way fucking Assassin's Creed is.
Uh-huh.
Well, Assassin's Creed's kind of getting shit on recently.
Yeah.
And same way as with all the Elder Scrolls games. And again, everybody sucks that off too. There's no real difference other than the fact that they want you to explore this fucking big ass world. They don't want you to, oh, hey, fucking, here's a goddamn, you know that quest they're trying to accomplish for fucking Euro? Right the fuck here. Here's the actual, here's the marker. Show the exact spot the fucking item you're looking for is.
Yeah, it's just, people have, and I've seen people complain how linear an open world game is, and just like, I've played that same game you're complaining about, and it's not linear in any way. You made it linear by just following quest markers. You didn't actually decide to go into little, like, every nook and cranny that you see. You just kind of said, I'm going to fucking bum rush my way through this so that I can pump out a bullshit review and collect a payday. You didn't play the game the way it was meant to be played. So from my perspective, From Software is a smaller studio than most Western studios.
Yeah.
And, you know, their games are widely renowned for being fantastic. You know, stories aren't spoon-fed to you and kind of lacking.
You actually have to read,
Yeah.
like, do your own research into it.
Yeah.
I'm not talking, like, go on Wikipedia or nothing like that.
Yeah, but you got to, like...
find items, and most of the items will tell you,
they have
what
a
significance
text.
it had.
Yeah, and then you have, but, you know, you have big companies like Ubisoft who pump out large open worlds that feel empty because they're a massive fucking studio that can afford to waste shitloads of money into an empty world that just sucks and it's not fun to explore. From Software is dealing with, like, you know, a smaller staff, so they take more pride in the work that they're doing. So when they don't add map markers, they're basically saying, please look at the amount of work we have put into this game. You know, we're not just another open world game, I say in quotations, with all these fucking markers and mini maps and quest objectives and shit like that. You know, we put in the work. We want you to experience our work. They want you to get the most out of the game when other companies don't care.
I know we keep picking on Ubisoft, but there's a reason. We'll get to it later.
Yeah.
But here, I got an idea since we're picking on Ubisoft. Let's do a quick poll between the two of us. Just out of curiosity, how many hours have you put into, let's just say Far Cry 6, since that's their most recent game?
10 hours.
10 hours? Alright, at the 10-hour mark in Elden Ring, out of all the stuff you've seen, how well would you be able to remember what you've seen of Elden Ring, at least as far as the environment goes?
A fair amount.
And probably even some of the names and stuff of the few markers you do get, right?
I actually don't really pay attention to the markers.
No, I mean, like, if you go to the Dragon Burnt Ruins, it'll pop up with Dragon Burnt Ruins and big old names and stuff like that. I'm saying, like, you remember a couple of those, right?
Uh-huh.
I'm not even necessarily saying on site, but if I asked you, like, well, we'll just say Dragon Burnt Ruins, for example.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, can you do me a favor and describe... Actually, that was a shitty example. Yeah, well, because just imagine a fucking town that's ruined through the dragons burning it. So, yeah, I guess that's a shitty example. But, well, here, Stormvale Castle. Like, if I came up to you, hey, can you describe Stormvale Castle to me? You could probably do a decent job at it.
Yeah.
Describe me the environment of Far Cry 6. Exactly. I can't remember one fucking place in the goddamn Far Cry 6. Only thing I remember. There's Danny Trejo in it somewhere, and that's the only reason why I know that is because they keep fucking blasting his face everywhere. And there's this insane guy, that insane Venezuelan guy, I believe. I honestly that was like ex-KGB and CIA, and that's it. That can't fucking explain to you. I can't describe a single fucking environment from that game.
Yeah.
I think there's guns in it.
But I get what you're saying.
Yeah. Oh, and so he's also bitching about, I got no idea where I'm supposed to go. Well, number one, that's kind of the fucking point. You're supposed to figure it out yourself. Do whatever the hell you want.
Mm-hmm.
Number two, if you want to just do the storyline shit, certain sites of grace will tell you where the fuck you're supposed to go. You look at the map, go in that general direction, and you just keep fucking connecting the goddamn dots.
Mm-hmm.
Hold up.
There are these the sites of grace that essentially kind of point to areas you need to go. But if you follow that path, you actually eventually end up on the boss that is one of the toughest bosses in the game. And yet you're supposed to basically go. The map tells you you're supposed to go there to move forward. And if you.
Yeah, that's kind of the point, jackass. I'm going to be saying that a lot tonight. So the reason why they put that bosses there is because that's them telling you, look, you don't really know the full mechanics just yet, and you're obviously under-leveled. Fucking go and explore around, grind levels, or grind runes, level yourself up, learn how to fucking play the game, and then come back.
Yeah.
It's basic fucking game design. Oh, sorry, fucking.
If you didn't decide to be able to go explore the world around you, you have no idea if that's if that's like the.
Actually, I forgot. Also, go explore. You might find some guy named Patches who will sell you something to that will fucking hold the dude in place for a little while, so you can go and fucking do some damage.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't use it, so I forget the name of it.
If you're hitting a wall, your disability's getting in the way, or if it's just that boss is just really tough that you need to go back to at a certain point. There's no quest log, and I know.
Wait, they tried to blame him sucking at this game on his disability?
I believe so.
In this situation, that's not your fucking what's called your disability getting in the way. That's called you being a fucking idiot, not exploring an open fucking world. God damn, it's kind of fucking. Why the fuck would you make an open or play an open world game and just decide, hey, you know what? Why don't I just go in the fucking main storyline path? Yeah, kind of like what you were getting on earlier.
Yeah.
Getting on shit. That makes me sound like a dickhead. Well, I'm making fun of a fucking blind guy, but no, that's the part that makes me sound like a dickhead.
People say, "Oh, just write down notes about it." I don't need to. I shouldn't have to have a notepad or sticky notes in order to be able to keep track of where I need to go and what I need to do. You can set markers and you can set waypoints on the map, but there's no indication of how you can be able to describe it or name it or whichever.
All right, I think he's kind of fucking missing the point on how this game works. Honestly, I know some people said that they have had to play the game with the sticky notes. I've never had that issue.
Not yet.
Yeah. Although I will admit some of the fucking quest lines are kind of shitty with telling you where the fuck you need to go. Like Yura, for example. I kind of ran into him the third time on accident. Yura is the guy that tells you, hey, if you go down this road, there's a dragon, so don't go down this road.
Uh-huh.
But you go down a different road, he'll help you fucking kill I think it was a bloody finger hunter, right?
Yeah.
No, Yura's the bloody finger hunter, sorry.
He's the bounty hunter.
Yeah, I forget what they're called. Well,
basically,
he helps you kill some guy, we'll go with that.
So when you go to find Patches, you get invaded. Yeah. He comes and helps you.
Yeah, for that particular fight, he'll come and help you. And then he kind of fucks off after that. And then you can meet him again at the academy. There was no indication for me that I was going to meet him at the I don't want to sound like this guy, but Yura didn't say, didn't even fucking come close to alluding that he was going to be at the academy. I just kind of ran across him by accident. So I can kind of understand it when people are saying, like, the quest lines are fucking shitty. Because on the other hand, you got dudes like the, Iron Fist. I forget his name, but he's a giant walking pot.
Alexander.
I'm not making this up. What's up?
Alexander? The guy that you helped get out of the dirt?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Iron Fist Alexander, I believe his name is. I know Iron Fist was in there somewhere, but regardless.
The most wholesome character in the entire game.
Yeah. Just a giant walking, talking pot.
And from my understanding, when you fight a guy named Redan, you can summon him to help you, so.
So, but he tells you, he just straight up says it, yeah, by the way, I'm going to go west, and hopefully I'll see you out there sometime. I'm specifically going to, I forget the name of the place, but there's supposed to be a fighting festival. I haven't gotten there yet. And, I ended up coming across him, coincidentally enough, going west when I was trying to fight the magma worm. Or, sorry, not go west, sorry, go east. I'm an idiot.
After you told me about the magma worm, I was like, yeah, I ain't even going to try and find it.
I killed it when I was about level 50. But anyway, so yeah, you got like two extremes where one, he'll just tell you exactly where the fuck he's going. The other one, won't tell you at all. That cocksucker. But anyways, he thought playing with a fucking notepad just to write down notes on, like quest lines and stuff is bad. Man, he should fucking play the first entry in Odyssey. Here's a tool, draw your own fucking map. We ain't doing this shit.
I've never played entry in Odyssey.
It's Class of Heroes, except on the well, I guess DS also had a Class of Heroes too, but it's like that.
Okay.
And I think some of the older RPGs actually expected you to write, draw your own map and write your own quest log.
Okay.
So cognitively, it is also just a giant mess. That's just the few of the things that basically this game is really inaccessible. However, this is why I love talking about accessibility, because of the fact that Grant here loves this game. Actually, okay, yeah. You know what, Grant? I've just listed off a laundry list of accessibility.
I love that. That sounds like he's trying to make a fucking dubstep song.
Accessibility issues. Do you agree? Do you disagree? I don't know. What are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, I agree with everything you said. It's not going to work for a lot of disabled people. The barriers that are in place are going to pose so many issues for deaf, hard of hearing, blind, low vision, people with cognitive disabilities, people even with physical disabilities. Some people may not be able to do it, even if you're using magic or a different...
Before we continue, I know they bring up the deaf aspect a lot. I won't lie, I'm a fucking dumbass myself. But whenever I play most games I play nowadays, I usually have it on mute and listen to some shitty podcast on the side. So
you play it the way the deaf already play it.
Yeah, so how the hell am I able to figure it out? But apparently a deaf guy doesn't.
Arranged character.
Right.
It's not a game that I would recommend to people.
Yeah. And that's
for me.
Sorry, go ahead. Yeah, sorry.
It's a game I would recommend to
real
myself.
What's up?
He got real excited when he said it's not a game I'd recommend to anybody. He's like, oh yeah, man, totally, yeah. I don't recommend it to people either.
Yeah.
And then whenever you start talking, it's like, oh shit, sorry.
Yeah. Well, of course. Well, I mean,
Sorry
come on.
for
If
putting
you
my
hear
foot in
a
my
guy
mouth.
that's not only able to see directly in front of him, talk over a guy that's in that possibly has cerebral palsy, who's gonna look more like an asshole in that situation? The guy, the cerebral palsy guy, Grant, could be calling Steve here, all the worst names in the book and talk about how he's gonna fuck his mother.
True.
And it don't matter if I just suddenly walk in. Yeah, I'm gonna fuck your mother. All right, now look here, you. Hey, fucking Casper, get the fuck out of here! Don't be picking on Grant here like that.
Because I know my limitations. I know what I can and can't do. And this game fits perfectly within my, I guess, needs, you could say.
Sure.
For accessibility.
And
would I
that's,
recommend this to other people? No.
And that's the thing that I love about accessibility is, and this proves the fact of that a disability is a spectrum than it is an on-off switch.
Then it's not a fucking spectrum now, isn't it? If it's an on-off switch, it means you either got a disability.
I think he said it doesn't have an on-off switch.
I listened to it 3,000 times. So I'm pretty sure he said it
Go back.
does have it. Here, I got an idea. Why don't we turn it up?
And that's the thing that I love about accessibility is, and this proves the fact of that a disability is a spectrum than it is an on-off switch.
He said it is an on-off
because
switch. I turned that fucking bitch on VLC all the way up. I turned my damn audio interface all the way up. He said it's a fucking Spectrum and it is an on-off switch. You stupid motherfucker. I'm sure you meant to say it's not a fucking, what's it called? It's not on this, or it isn't an on-off switch, but fuck you. This is my victory. Eat a dick. Although, shit, I don't fucking know. You might actually like eating dicks. But anyways, why the fuck didn't you say potentiometer or fucking knob or something like that? Knob. Sorry, blame my old man for that one. He loves saying knob.
All good.
There are people, there are disabled folks that love this and can play it.
Actually,
and that's
let me turn the volume down on this. That fucking, it's hurting my ears.
Amazing. And I think that's something that those games were designed for them, and that works great. But for some folks who who may even have the same disability as you do, may not be able to play this game.
Look, fuck your disability. I'm gonna be quite honest with you when it comes to playing this game. I saw a guy who has some sort of muscle dystrophy. He can't use his fucking arms.
Oh, maybe that's what Grant has. Muscular dystrophy.
Well, I mean, he's still able to use his hands though. Actually, that is a possibility. I doubt you're ever gonna watch this, Grant. But Grant, what the fuck do you have? Tell us. But anyways, that's not the point. I saw a guy playing this fucking game with his chin. So if a dude who can't use his arms is somehow able to play it with his goddamn jaw, I don't want to hear shit about, unless you're like got no fucking head too. But at least at that point, you can't do anything because you're fucking dead.
And that just goes to show that not every disability is the exact same. Because Grant...
No, you said it's a fucking on-off switch, so obviously it is the exact same. Kodai being blind is bad is exactly the same as Grant here.
Loves this, and I see the beauty of it, but I don't like it. Doesn't mean that that Grant is wrong and I'm right, or I'm wrong and he's right. It really goes to show how varied disabilities are and how accessibility should be seen as more than just options. Because Grant, I want to talk
yeah, I feel like an idiot when I was watching this video trying to do prep for this.
Mm-hmm.
I saw that doll in the background. I didn't realize until just now that it's one of the fucking Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Oh shit! I thought it was Mario in a firefighter jacket.
Nope, it's one of the Ninja Turtles with the Mario hat. Up until now, I thought it was his girlfriend wearing a hat.
Jeez.
Sorry, I like to take him where I get him.
Because I do want to touch on difficulty and easy mode in a second, but I do want to be able to know your thoughts on, because you had said it is the most inclusive designed game for you. What do you mean by that?
Oh, was that Grant or was that you? I actually couldn't.
Grant.
Okay, I'm sorry.
What are some of the things that you noticed in the game that you feel that proves that as you said, is inclusive in its design?
So like traditional Souls games, there are magic classes that you can use. They bring that over into Elden Ring, but they included a targeting system that for those classes is pretty intuitive.
Mm-hmm. I'll agree to that, actually.
They included, we touched on this earlier, the option to, well, not option, but the ability to choose whether or not you want to continue in a certain area, or if you want to continue fighting boss, or on top of that, if you're up against a main story boss and you're just getting your ass kicked, you can go level up 30 levels by doing stuff that not only is new, but rewards you.
Mm-hmm.
Unlike previous Souls games, like you said earlier, Souls games are very linear. But if I decide this boss is too tough, I'll just go explore a new area. I could discover new spells, new dungeons, new items, get more souls to level up my character,
Mhm.
come back, and I can absolutely destroy the boss. I actually did that for the first main story boss. His name is Magritte, I
Yeah,
think.
yeah, the one that everyone
Yeah.
is either loving or hating.
Yeah.
Alright, I actually can't really argue too much with what Grant's saying for the most part, except for
Yeah.
even with the older Dark Souls games, I would still argue that they want, like, if you were getting your ass kicked by a boss, they'd want you to go back. Well, except for
just
Dark
run
Souls
the,
2, I believe.
You can run the dungeon again.
Yeah.
The area.
Although I think, if I remember correctly, I had never actually played Dark Souls 2, but Dark Souls 2, I think you couldn't do that in. I'm not too sure. I think, like, the character, or the enemies in Dark Souls 2, they actually didn't respond.
Yeah, I'm not too sure. I didn't
Yeah.
play Dark Souls 2 either.
That's just what I've heard. I never claimed to be a big Dark Souls fan. As a matter of fact, this is gonna sound like heresy as much as I like Souls-like. I don't really like Dark Souls.
I think Bloodborne did it better.
I like Bloodborne. Code Vein is fucking baby bitch tier easy that game was. I enjoyed that one. For no other reason than if it was made when I was 13, that would probably be my favorite game.
Yeah.
Like, the only thing they were missing was fucking a GAC soundtrack.
Yeah.
And Neo 2. Neo 2 actually is, I would consider that to be one of my favorites. I enjoyed the shit out of Neo 2. Which is weird, because I didn't really care too much for Neo 1.
I think Neo 2 is because you have a deeper level of customization. You have the whole yokai form.
Yep. I just like taking my car or taking my truck and making what I would imagine it to be if it was a Japanese chick. Only Japanese chick with natural blue hair.
My friends are from Margaret. So we walked in.
I like that.
So Margaret, just me and my buddy,
Mhm.
beat him first try in 30 seconds. Because we were so over leveled.
Yeah.
Oh god, what a piece of shit. He played this game in co-op? What an asshole. Played it solo like a normal person. Man, fucking around. I hate it when people are like, yo, you didn't really beat the game if you used magic and other shit that the developers put in the game.
Yeah, it's not like I hacked the fucking game. I just took advantage of the other systems.
Yeah, if I was a game developer and I put some sort of feature in the game, I would want people to use that fucking feature.
Yeah.
Like, that's what I hate with, like, Super Smash Brothers, like, competitive people, too. Alright, even though I paid $60 for an entire game, you can only use these specific levels, or I can only play on these specific levels with no items, with these specific rule sets, and I can't use this one character. So really, I paid $60 to play about $10 worth. Fuck them people. Yeah, Dusty, I'm talking to you. Just kidding, Dusty, I love you. Shit, you're probably never gonna watch this either.
He's lying to you.
What's up?
You're lying to him. To his face.
Why are you saying that like you're that one dude from fucking Lord of the Rings?
I have my reasons.
Fucking weirdo.
We just spent probably 13 hours just exploring and having fun.
See?
Amen to that. I love you, Grant. You know what?
Open world.
You know what, Kodak? Fuck you. You're no longer my best friend. Grant, you're my best friend. Hit me up.
You can't do that in the other Souls games. If Margaret was in your way, you would have to fight him until he died.
I would argue against that. There's a lot of well, main storyline boss, yeah, you'd fucking have to fight him. But, like, there are a lot of optional characters in the game that you can get past with no problem.
If I'm not mistaken, you can skip Margit.
I think so too, because I was able
You
to
can
find
go
a
around
path.
him, I think.
Yeah, I found a path that led like right under, I think it was like a bridge or an overpass or something, and fucked up and ended up at the academy. So, Grant, you're a liar. You're fired from being my best friend. Kodai, you're rehired.
I don't want to be rehired now. You replaced me already.
Well, fuck you, because it's either you or fucking Casper here, and I don't want Casper. I want you.
Well, then you shouldn't replace me then, fucker.
Too bad. Look, Kodai, you may not have a girlfriend, but fucking Steve here's girlfriend is a Ninja Turtle fucking statue with a damn Mario hat on. I want that as my friend. It's gonna be even weirder if I walk in and he's like, "Hey, yo, say, you mind taking my girl for a ride?" Yes, I very much do. If you said that, you sure? Yeah. Alright, fair enough. If you did that though, I might actually sit there and go home and cry for a little while. What the fuck? My friend was a cuck this whole time and I didn't know? How the fuck did that get past me? Oh, wait a minute. This wasn't the first time.
Like 6 times.
I was wondering why he was always wearing a Superman shirt. I can't believe I fucking referenced Rick and Morty.
Yeah, man. How the turntables.
How the turntables, huh?
Yes.
Man. Actually, before we continue, I'm actually curious. Did that show really go down the shitter? I stopped watching halfway through 3, and I saw that people...
Yeah, I enjoyed season 5.
I see, like, videos being recommended to me all the time. It's, like, talking about how it's inconsistent. Which would fucking explain season 3, somehow fucking 5 episodes, I only laughed once.
Yeah.
Period. End of story.
Yeah.
You don't have to do that here.
Yep.
There's also a feature they added called the States of Marika.
Statues. Sorry, he said states, and that just kind of drove me up a little.
Never know how to
Which
pronounce
is
it. I just say
basically-
like the statues.
Yeah,
Oh, there we go.
it's basically a checkpoint system.
Mm-hmm.
So in previous Souls games, if you died, you would have to go all the way back, the
Yes.
same exact path,
Yes.
encounter the same puzzles, the same enemies, potentially die again,
Yep. Yep.
losing your souls.
Yep.
But with this, if I'm at a side dungeon and there's a stake and I die, I'll just get teleported right back to and I don't have to progress through all of this,
Yeah.
terrible enemies and dungeon trap.
I gotta kind of argue with that one too, because I won't lie, I haven't gotten far into Dark Souls 1 or 3. But if I remember correctly, the statues of Marika don't really seem to really differ much from the bonfire, except you can't do shit at a statue outside from respawn.
I think the thing is, he's happy that he has a respawn point. He doesn't have to go through the dungeon anymore.
I mean, like I said, I don't remember much of Dark Souls 1. But I could have sworn with some of the dungeons, like halfway through, there'll be another bonfire, so you don't have to go all the way back to the beginning.
There might be, but people can skip over it too. It could be, in an off-put corner maybe, but...
Wait a minute, are you fucking playing goddamn Elden Ring while we're talking?
Yes.
Son of a bitch. Fucking, we're trying to do a podcast here and you're over here fucking playing games, you son of a bitch. I don't get to play Dark Souls while we're doing this. Or, sorry, not Dark Souls, Elden Ring.
Dark Souls.
You son of a bitch. You know what? You're canceled now. You know what? Grant, I'm gonna call you up. You're gonna be my new co-host. You're not, even though you're not half. You know what? Congratulations. You're half handy capable. So congratulations.
All right,
You're
I turned it off.
If I hear clicking again, I'm firing you again.
All right.
and whatnot.
Yeah, and that's if you were able to like get to a point where you unlock a shortcut to be able to even get past some of those.
Yeah.
Which was something that.
Oh wait. Actually, that's why I wanted to argue against the puzzles and stuff. I thought like most of the times from again.
I don't remember puzzles.
Even if there are puzzles,
they're not hard.
If you die, as long as you solved it, you're good to go.
Yeah, it's not like you have to solve it every run.
Yeah. As soon as the door's open, the door's open.
Yeah.
Is a lot in a lot of From Software games, and I would agree with you. Like I will say that when I first started playing the game, I chose a class that did not agree with.
Yeah, I thought
he cut himself or something. I was like, "What the fuck happened?"
It looked like he's on our screen. It looked like he was putting oil or something on his forehead for no reason. Sorry, motor oil. I guess I should be specific.
Not necessarily my play style, but I would say like it is difficult for me as a newcomer to the genre, even though I played a little bit of some of their games. But I wanted to try Elden Ring because of just everyone obviously raving about it and being approachable. But I chose a class, the Samurai class. Unfortunately, again, this kind of goes to add to this laundry list of accessibility issues. There's nothing that tells you like what the classes would be beneficial for newcomers.
Even then, you just press a button. It'll tell you exactly.
It'll tell you their stats.
Yeah. And you just go like, I guess in most games I like playing a fucking range class, so I guess I'll go with, range! Or one of the ones that use magic.
I've always been like a hybrid.
Between what and what?
Ranged and melee.
Oh, Samurai would probably do that.
Yeah, it does.
At least starting
it's got the bow and arrow and the sword.
Yeah. And if I remember correctly, it's been a while since I've actually tried to make a new character.
The prisoner also does that.
Yeah. And I think it even shows you what weapons they got right from the get-go, too.
I believe so, yeah. It tells you the name of the weapons.
Yeah. So, Steve, press the button.
You can see the stats of each, but that really doesn't tell you a lot about how how that character can, how that class can play.
It can. If I see strength, I'm gonna use STR.
Big ass swords.
Yeah, I'm gonna think. Oh well, that means strength most likely.
Slow and
how
strong.
Hard I can hit.
Yeah.
Endurance is gonna be how much stamina I have. Although, granted, I think if I remember correctly, no, endurance does do stamina. Never mind. So on and so forth. Like, I guess the one that would confuse the shit out of me is vigor. That's just because I never heard of health being referred to as vigor.
I've always heard vitality. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I'm never gonna look at fucking intelligence. Oh shit! Yeah, that's gonna be how fast I can run.
So I went with the samurai, thinking because it can do, like, because I looked up a video of it,
We
which is
know
another thing.
You're a weeb. That's why you did it. That's why I did it.
Bro, look at the shit he has in the back. He can't be a weeb. How many weebs
Steven
have
Spielberg?
He has fucking Steven E.T. in the background.
Right.
He has Halo.
He has AMD.
God, you sicken me as a weeb. Only weeby thing back there is the stupid Mario hat and Ninja Turtles. Sorry, I know I keep saying stupid, but I watched a Stone Cold Steve Austin video recently where he called Stone Cold stupid like 85 times. You're gonna come out here with their stupid, what was it, on your stupid bike, with their stupid headband, with their stupid chain. It just kept saying stupid repeatedly for some reason.
You shouldn't necessarily have to look up on the internet to find information about the game. It should be presented to you in the game as well. That's another.
Alright, I will admit that can be an issue. That's one of my issues when I was playing fucking League of Legends, for example. Granted, when it came to fucking making a character right off the bat, I didn't immediately go, oh, I don't know what the fuck a damn hero does, even though it's got a goddamn sword. I think that's the one with the sword. I forget off the top of my head. The fucking Conan the Barbarian looking bitch.
Uh-huh.
Let me go look up a video of it. But to be fair, I've also been playing fucking dumbass games for 20-something years.
Ugh.
This motherfucker looks like he, Damn it, I wish I had a joke. Fuck! Punching out.
Other accessibility thing.
Yeah.
However, when I looked up a video about the classes of and which one was for me, I saw that Samurai had a bow and it could be able to do some pretty heavy melee damage. That I thought was a good balance of what I should be doing.
Alright, well, that is one of the fucking pitfalls of Dark Souls game. Never go balanced.
Yeah, you go max and something, or you just start off as a wretch and you do your own shit. But generally speaking, you want to tend to focus on one stat.
It's that old saying about the master of none, or jack of all trades, master of none.
Yep.
I wanted the range attacks, but I also
Actually, if I remember, that's honestly an issue with RPGs in general. Once you go balanced, you're fucked.
Yep.
Because you're just hindering yourself of being good, excelling at one way to deal damage, and then you're fucked. You can't deal damage to anything.
Yep.
want to be able to handle myself in a melee if I run out. Unfortunately, you run out of arrows really quickly. As a samurai
if
character.
You miss.
Yeah. It's kind of like
and don't use arrows to take out targets, man. You weaken them, so that when they all start coming towards you, you can like slash 3 of them at once and kill them.
yeah,
Be a
use
real
unsheath.
samurai.
That's
Use
kind of the
unsheath.
best part about unsheath. Well, actually, when you get Moonveil, there's actually a way better version of it.
Okay.
I forget the transient moonlight. It actually shoots out like a beam to take
Oh,
out
nice.
3 or 4.
So I was like, I played like 2-3 hours, got my ass whooped every single time, every single encounter I did. And then Grant suggested me beforehand, but I decided to go not to say go against him, but I was like, oh, I thought maybe Samurai could do the same thing. He suggested Astrologer, which is a magic user, but also has the ability to use swords as well. And that basically was night and day for me. Being able to use magic.
Yeah, no shit, because with arrows, you actually gotta find or make them. Magic, you fucking, you run
You
out of
drink
FP.
your flask of cerulean tears.
Yeah, drink your flask of cerulean tears. If you ran out of that, go back to the side of grace, bing, bang, boom, you're back to normal.
And you can easily distribute it. You could have more flasks of
Yeah.
I forgot what the fuck. Crimson tears?
Crimson tears.
You can have either flasks of more crimson tears or more cerulean tears. Generally speaking, you'd want it fairly you'd want, if you're doing a magic build, you do what's it called?
You want more cerulean.
You want 4 to 1 or 3 to 2.
Yeah. Not unless you're Sydney though, going full on fucking Satoichi melee shit. I have 7 flasks right now, and it's all just crimson tears. Although what I was using, the fuck was it called? Well, I was still using transient moonlight and stuff. I did go, 6 crimson tears and 1 cerulean tear.
Did you start out with the golden seed?
Yeah.
Fuck, shit. I started out with the medallion.
Yeah,
for
I wouldn't recommend the medallion. You'll find way better items later on in the game.
Okay.
But golden seed, at least you get 1 extra flask right from the get-go.
Yeah.
I made that mistake the first time, and then after I realized, I thought that, I forget what they called it. Heirloom or whatever it was, that medallion. I misread it. I didn't realize it was an item. I thought it just gave you more health, no questions asked.
It's
Not why you equipped it. Yeah, so I would go with golden seed. Stone sword key, I wouldn't take that because you can find them just about anywhere.
Yeah, it's only 1 use.
Yeah, and it's only 1 use.
And obviously, you have a lot more magic use with the spells that you have at the very beginning of the game. And I was able. One of my proudest moments was that boss that I did. But then also when I actually was. It took a few tries,
Which boss
but I was able to.
Was it the tutorial boss?
The one that he was showing at the beginning. The boss he was fighting was the Beastman.
Oh, okay.
The one in the cave.
Yeah.
Which I am never gonna take that away from this man. I watched that. That dude was celebrating like fucking. He just had like 18 babies at the same damn time, and they somehow all graduated from Harvard right at the age of 1. That dude was fucking happy as shit, and I will never take that away from him. If that much makes you happy, Steve, fucking good on you.
Yeah.
I wish I could be that happy at something. I've won fucking sumo tournaments, never was that happy. I've won fucking jujitsu matches, never was that happy. I won a goddamn championship at fucking Kitakyushu for wrestling. I was like, oh, well, actually, I was kind of half-ass concussed for that one, so, I really couldn't celebrate. Yeah, it turns out 20-pound chain to the back of the head doesn't help you at all. Story is, so during this match, I do my entrance. I usually swing a 20-pound chain with one hand. But I swing it in the way, so if I see it coming towards me, I can at least, put my arm up to block it. This is the one time I decided to spin it in the other direction, so I couldn't see what was going on. And smack right to the back of the fucking head. And I just remember thinking, what the fuck? Where the hell I'm at a mall. I see a ring. Oh, shit, right. And then just kind of go on and go about the rest of my day. Cheap plug. Listen to the Mantua show with me in it to learn more. Alright, moving on.
Clear an entire encampment. That the one that if you played it, it's the one that's nearest to like the beginning. It's kind of like in the ruins that you come across. I was able to sneakily, stealthily, actually attack pretty much everybody and kill them all. Whether it was just bringing out a few folks so I can basically just magic ute them or sneak up behind them and use my sword and take them out in usually 1 or 2 swipes, and then that's it. And then I would go and there's like this kind of big knight, like giant, like kind of commander knight that essentially takes a little bit longer to be able to kill, but essentially I was able to do it. And I didn't know that it will reward you for it. It basically rewards you with like basically refilling all your flasks, which is your health and your mana. Which is
another inclusive design.
Exactly.
How the hell is that an inclusive design? That just makes the game easier. I don't think any blind person in this situation was like, man, goddamn. You know what would really help my vision if that guy refilled my flasks?
Exactly. That's what I was leaning towards. Like, that's another inclusive thing. It basically refills everything, which is great. It rewards you for that. And I found an ash. I can't remember what it's called. The ash of war or something like that. I think it was something like that, like in the underground ruin that's in the encampment. And there's also 2 large weapons. I can't use them, but there's 2 large weapons in there that could.
What's up?
Ash of Wolves. Whatever it's called. The thing that lets you summon 3 wolves.
Oh, no, I think it was talking about the Ashes of War that was.
Oh, no, I'm saying nothing beats the 3 wolves.
Oh, hell no. I fucking love the 3 wolves. After you, well, you're at Stormvale right now, right?
Yeah.
Alright, well, you haven't unlocked her yet, but eventually you'll meet a lady that'll actually make those wolves stronger. Ish. She makes all summons stronger.
Okay.
And she's a little cutie pie.
Okay.
Not Meryl. I completely screwed up her name. Your maiden. What's her name?
Yuri?
No, Yura is the samurai dude. But it was like M-E... I thought it was Meryl.
Upgrade lady. Elden Ring. Let's see. I'm just getting a bunch of Spirit Ash summon upgrade thingies.
Alright, fine. There, let me get it real quick, you bastard. No, not Meryl. Who the hell is that? Alright, sorry. I accidentally got someone's phone number on accident and nearly put her name out there on the air. Whoops. Hold up. Melina, that shit. How did I get Meryl? Yeah. Melina's a little cutie pie. I love her.
She's blue.
No, you're thinking about Yanni, who is blue.
Oh.
Melina is the chick that hits you up when you get to, I think it's like after 3 sites of grace you find. She'll show up. Oh, you don't have a maiden. You want me to be your maiden?
She just poofs out of the abyss, and then it's like,
Yeah.
oh,
Oh,
level
by the
my
way.
vigor, bitch.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, here's a whistle. You can have a horse now. You can, it's not even a horse. How many horses have
like
goddamn horns?
It's more like a goat
It's a pissed off goat
that gets to double jump.
that gets the double jump and jump on fucking tornadoes. I love that fucking goat. Fucking Torrid is awesome. You know what? Fuck that horse from goddamn Shadow of the Colossus. My new favorite horse is fucking Torrid. It even has the same name as things as something I used to download back in the day.
You have just incriminated yourself if anyone makes a case against you.
Nah, because you can use torrents to share files between coworkers.
Oh.
Yep. If I recorded a video of me clapping my ass cheeks, guess what? I can send that to you through torrents.
Apparently, Russia has legalized piracy of media.
I can see that because what the
Because
fuck does Russia ever make?
Because everyone is putting an embargo on Russia. They're like, fine, just fucking pirate everything then.
Even Pornhub has put a sanction on Russia. What the fuck? Why the hell would put? If anything, I would. If I was Pornhub, I'm trying to stick it to Russia. I would make it. I would make premium, Pornhub Premium, legal for everybody in Russia, and embargo the rest of the world from fucking Pornhub. That way, because now you just got a bunch of pissed off, possibly rapey Russians now. And let's be fair, Kodai, imagination can only take you so far.
Yeah.
I know, because I tried it recently. I couldn't do it anymore. When I was little baby Sydney, more than able. Now that I'm adult Sydney and I think too much shit, it's like, alright. Big titty bimbo sucking my dick. Now she's asking for money. Now her pimp is whooping my ass. It's a shitty fucking fantasy.
For a specific class. The game is good for that in inclusive design in that aspect, and that's what made me kind of like enjoy it. But you're right, like you could completely skip it, but you can also be able to use it. It's geared towards lower levels. Like technically, that cave with that boss.
Oh, he was saying that. The way I understood it is apparently weapons are also accessibility design now. Or inclusive design. Because, it makes sense for some fucking magic user that decided to min-max everything and fucking max out, have everything at like fucking 0. Except for intelligence. And he can't use a big ass axe, or he can use a big ass axe, that just makes sense. But to be fair, as Mick Foley once put it, wrestling fans don't need a reason for why a man with a leather mask is shoving his sock down a dead guy's throat. It just makes sense to us.
I used to have to, because there's some wolves in that cave first that you go up against. And I thought I had to kill all those wolves first before I can get to the boss. Little did I know.
Color cave?
The one with the beastman in it.
Okay. Yeah, I think that's the Spirit Caller Cave.
I think so too. I forget off the top of my head. The one with like 5 wolves, and then there's that one wolf that's out in the middle by himself.
And this is also because it's hard to see because it's very, very dark in this game.
That's not an accessibility issue.
Yeah, it's so dark.
It's dark for everybody. That's kind of the fucking point of this. If you went into a real cave, the first thing you would say is, God damn, it's fucking dark in here.
You're not going to go in there. It's like, oh, yeah, look at the LED lights on the cave walls here.
Oh, good Lord. This fucking cave in sub-Saharan Africa with no electricity. I can see everything perfectly. Look at the goddamn cave paintings.
That's the thing that people don't get. It's like, as dumb as it sounds, the Dark Souls series is the most realistic series of games that you can play. Or any
realistic
FromSoft
fantasy game.
It's the most realistic fantasy game you can play because you go into a cave, You're going to hit shit with your sword. You're going to hit shit on the walls. You're not going to be able to fucking see without a torch in one hand. It's not like some bullshit fucking light that just surrounds the character.
Yeah.
That illuminates the cave, though that could be a spell you can use probably, but it's just like the whole combat thing. You're not going in to just steamroll shit. You're going in to learn how to fight. Not really fight, but you're going in to learn how to analyze your opponent and strike when they are slowest or whatever, or right after they hit, because they ain't gonna hit you real fast unless they do a flurry. It's just you gotta go into this. It's the most realistic open world fantasy game you can play on the market right now.
Yeah.
Simply because it is literally just a giant open adventure. Doesn't tell you what you need to do. It's kind of, you can do this, or we recommend you do this, but you don't have to. You're not going to get some constant prompt like in Far Cry where it's like, oh, go here, go here, go here, go here. Like same quest marker.
Go to the Ubisoft store and pay $9.99 for the super special blow shit up with one button fucking pack.
You got the whole the whole arrow. So if you haven't played an Ubisoft game and you have a quest objective and you're not going to said quest objective, if you're in a car, it's gonna say drive to quest objective. It's gonna have the fucking triangle like circling the screen, which gets distracting. It's a hot mess. This is a game where I don't have to worry about that shit. I can turn my brain off for the most part and run around in a field.
I don't know about the turn the brain off part. I've tried.
Well, when I'm aimlessly running around an empty field, I feel relaxed for the most part. And then some dickhead decides to come out of the bushes and fuck me up.
Oh, that happened to me once. Oh, I'm just gonna kill some random no effort needed zombies right here. Big ass room bear from out of nowhere. Where the fuck did you come from? Then I found out, apparently enemies can disguise themselves. Somehow big ass room bears or somehow fucking disguise themselves as little itty bitty zombies. And that's how it fucked me up, because I just happened to go back and kill some I just happened to fucking see zombies. I'm like, alright, screw it, I'll just get some fucking runes. Also, one of them got smoke coming out of them. Fucking room bear.
Areas are like, but that's not the only area that's like that.
Yeah.
A lot of areas are very dark and.
Man, it's almost kind of like caves in real life, ain't it?
Yeah, that's the game's like atmosphere, which I get, but that's not.
It's not an atmosphere.
They should include
cave.
some like,
they should
settings or.
I mean, I was able to increase.
Yeah, I talked shit about this dude's fucking voice cracking a little earlier, and of course mine does.
It's like the brightness or the gamma a little bit on my screen.
No, it's like you fucking. There's a thing called a torch, you stupid fucks. Not you, Grant. You're just. I'm trying not to make fun of you too much.
You can be able to see it a little
You're
bit
my
better.
best friend,
and there is like
a
a torch you can be able to buy with some of your runes. But essentially you still have to get runes to be able to buy it. But then also, like, it takes up one of your hands, so you have to kind of constantly be switching to either your sword or your staff, depending on which hand you put it on.
Yeah, no shit. That's kind of how fucking torches work. That'd be like if I bitched, oh god damn, I really wish I could just, I could fuck around with a flashlight and have it come out my zipper hole, I guess.
But I didn't realize that there was a path off to the side that I can go directly to the boss, kill only one wolf, and then go right into the boss fight. I didn't know you could do that until eventually, after a few tries, I was like, wait a second, I could just go this way. I can bypass everything. And that's the thing about the open world aspect. Is like, you can be able to bypass certain things and just kind of go jump straight to the thing. And like, even at the end, it would, like, once I beat the boss, it said you can go back to the beginning of the cave. So I wouldn't even have to go out and kill those wolves to be able to get out and lose all the runes that I just collected from killing.
Well, I mean, you don't have to worry about fucking losing runes. Let's be fair. You die, just go back, pick them up.
Yeah.
at that cave, I've ashamedly admit I've died several thousand times. And I don't think I ever lost all my runes, except for once. I think there was one dungeon where I got to the boss and got killed and didn't pick up my runes because I just completely forgot about them. I went there, I'm gonna fucking whoop ass. I got a game plan in mind. I die. I just happen to see in the background. Where are those slides? Right? Ah, fuck. And I lost like 20,000 runes.
And the boss, like it's that kind of thing that's like I think is inclusive in its design, but because of a lot of
how the hell is that? Alright, maybe I'm not understanding what inclusive means, but inclusive means like shit so people with disabilities can play, right?
Say it again?
So maybe I'm not understanding what inclusive means, but inclusive means like features and stuff added so that people with disabilities can play, right?
That's what I'm assuming.
How the hell is the shortcut fucking inclusive then?
That's a good question.
disability barriers are getting in the way. It isn't as accessible as I wish that this game would be. At least for my particular disability, for blind.
Is it that you're fucking stupid?
Blind/low vision.
All right, let me ask another blind/low vision guy. Kodai, how many fingers am I holding up?
I can't even see.
See, fucking knew you were blind.
Duh.
Nah, I'm just kidding. But anyways, have you ever once looked at this game? God damn, I can't see. My vision is making this hard to play.
Well, my eyes probably aren't as bad as his, so.
Oh, I thought you were considered legally blind. You got hit by a car.
I'm not legally blind, sir.
Oh, yeah? Well, how many fingers am I holding up?
Well, you don't have a camera on, so I can't see.
Oh, I was hoping you would have played along, but thank you.
No.
Well, fuck it. You know what? You're now demoted to third best friend. I don't know who I'm going to put at number 2, but Grant's number 1. Fucking Air is going to be number 2, and then it's going to be number 3.
All right.
So now, we talked about kind of about the game specifically. Let's broaden this out a bit.
Fuck this. I'm tired of listening to these people.
We can finish it next week.
I don't even want to finish it. Do you want to finish it?
Not today.
No, I meant in general.
Yeah, we can.
Really, you want to?
Yeah, man.
I'm gonna fucking shoot you.
Hey, man, you gotta suffer for your craft.
My craft? What is my craft? To enjoying?
Our craft is podcasting, sir, and we have to suffer for it.
I don't want to suffer anymore. I suffered enough.
No, you didn't. You only suffered for 30... Is it 36 minutes?
Well, I mean, it's 32, but we skipped, like, the first 15 minutes.
Oh, so, we've only watched 15 minutes of this video.
I had to suffer enough when you made me watch the entirety of fucking High Guardian Spice.
You're the one who wanted to finish that the most.
Well, I think it was my idea to do the first episode. Then you said you had hopes for it.
Yep.
This is the tale of how
shit. Sorry, I accidentally pressed the wrong tab and that happened. So really, I'm gonna blame the entirety of High Guardian Spice on you. The shit I brought to the table was shit like 17.8%. Thank you. I feel like what's up?
And High Guardian Spice.
And High Guardian well, first 2 episodes.
Nope. You brought it to my attention. We went through with your idea.
For the first 2 episodes, you
just
took it too far.
Nope.
You're like a... Fuck, I got nothing. Shit, never mind.
But, you can do shoutouts.
Alright. Shoutouts, another TV user. Thank you for coming by. Same with you, I've never been able to pronounce her name, but KAXIPS06. And Ice Wizards, I've never seen you here before, but thank you for stopping by. See you guys again next week where apparently we're gonna be watching the rest of this shit.
Darn tootin'.
Fuck.
And knowing how we rent, it's gonna make up about 2 more episodes.
Yeah. Alright, well, no, it's gonna take 3, because if we only watched about 15 minutes of it this week, and it's an hour long, that's 4 episodes.
Oh, okay. Yeah. We got
Fuck!
it. We got this.
I'm gonna kill you.
Hey, man. You brought this to my attention.
All I did, Kodai, all I wanted to do was have some rap beef with fucking Steve here. Yeah, then you decide, we're gonna watch this whole video.
Darn straight.
All I wanted was to do my 6 lines worth of insults, if I could even find it.
Nah,
Sorry,
man.
it's like the 8, 10 lines. To which I have referred to him as a cross-eyed bitch a couple times. He is so white that he makes me look black. His mom tried to abort him, but the doctor wouldn't let her. So she starved herself and tried to kill him that way. Whack ass piece of shit. If I was white with hair that light, I'd dye my hair black so I don't look like that stupid I wrote gay ass ghost, but that. Let's see. Mentioned that. Said the girl thing. Unless you see the fucking void when you open your eyes, you got about as much room to call yourself blind as I got calling myself in shape. How you gonna say you can't play this game when some dude who's only got, no functional arms can play and beat Sekiro at the very least? That's all dumbasses were playing it with fucking DDR controllers. Oh, actually, speaking of which, I wrote that very next thing. How are you gonna say you can't play this when I seen some chick play this shit on a dumbass dance pad? My job is to give myself concussions.
You don't have to read all of your insults right now, dude. We have a bunch of episodes. All right, you just wasted your insults then on a series that's going to go on for the next few weeks.
Bruh,
congratulations.
I can come up with more.
No,
he is the gift that keeps on giving.
Nope.
If he says, Dakota, think about it. If he says her 2 + 2 = 6 this week, imagine what he's going to say next week. And that's the last one anyway. So, thank you for stomping all over the punchline, asshole. See you guys later.